Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. And in this video, we shall discuss about the forfeiture and the reissue of the forfeited share. Forfeiture and reissue of the shares are the processes that deals with the shares that have been initially allotted but subsequently not paid for in full by the shareholders. Here is the detailed exploration of these concepts. Let us talk about the forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture of shares refers to the process where the company cancels the shares issued to a shareholder due to the non-payment of the call. Okay. Then what are the reasons for the forfeiture? That is the non-payment of calls. If the shareholder fails to pay the call money, the amount called up by the company after the initial allotment within the stipulated time. Breach of terms, violation of any terms specified in the allotment agreement. Okay. So why do the company forfeit a share? Forfeit मतलब हिंदी में बोले तो forfeit मतलब shares को जब्त कर लेना. But why do the company forfeit the shares? Why do they take back the shares? If there is non-payment of the calls, in that case, if the shareholder fails to pay the call money, then the shares will be forfeited. And in the breach of terms, if there is any breach in the violation or the code of conduct has not been followed while the allotment agreement was in the order, in that case also the shares will be forfeited. Now, what is the procedure for forfeiting a share? First of all, a notice to the defaulting shareholder has to be given. A notice is sent to the defaulting shareholder specifying the amount due, along with the warning that the failure to pay will result in the forfeiture. After that, the resolution by the board of the directors. If the shareholder does not pay within the stipulated time mentioned in the notice, the board of the directors passes a resolution to forfeit the shares. Okay. After that, recording the forfeiture. The company makes necessary entries in the share register, cancelling the shares and recording them as forfeited. Okay. After that, what is the accounting treatment for the share forfeit? Let us just understand it with the help of the document. Forfeiture of share. First of all, share capital account debit. What will be the debited? Called up value of the shares forfeited. जितना कॉल कर लिया है कंपनी ने सिर्फ उतना ही अमाउंट को फोरफीट कर सकते हो. यू कैन ओनली फोरफीट द अमाउंट विच हैज बीन पेड बाय द शेयर होल्डर. इससे ज्यादा यू कैन नॉट डू. टू for share forfeiture account, that will be the paid up value. And next is two calls in arrears. Why? Because unpaid calls are what? These are the calls in arrears. Okay. So first and foremost entry will be this. For the share forfeiture, we are just talking about the share forfeiture in here. Not the reason. Just the share forfeiture. Let us just take an example. Let me just copy this example from here to here. Example. ₹1,000 shares of rupees 10 each जिनका called up value is rupees 7, the paid up value is rupees 5, and the calls in addition rupees 2 are forfeited. So we'll pass the general entry. First of all, share capital account debit. Okay. Two, share forfeiture account. Two, calls in arrears account. Called up value of the share capital is rupees 7. That means 1000 shares multiplied by 7. Okay. After that, paid up value. जितना पे कर चुके हो उतना ही forfeit होगा. That means 1000 multiplied by 5. And remaining will be the calls in arrears. 1000 multiplied by 2. Okay. This is the basic general entry and very basic example of share forfeiture. Let us just move ahead and talk about reissue of the forfeited shares. Reissue of the forfeited shares. The reissue of the forfeited shares involves selling the shares that were forfeited, often at a price lower than the original issue price. Okay. The shares are reissued at a discount. These shares are reissued at a discount. What is the procedure for reissue? That is a board resolution. The board of the directors passes a resolution to reissue the forfeited shares, specifying the price and the terms of reissue. Second is the allotment to the new shareholders. The forfeited shares are offered to the new or the existing shareholders and allotted upon the payment. Okay. So, very basic procedure. You have to pass the resolution, and after that, you have to allot the shares. That's it. Then, accounting for reissue. What are the journal entries for reissue? Reissue at a discount. If the shares are reissued at a discount, basically 90% of the times the shares are reissued at a discount. So if the shares are reissued at a discount, if the forfeited shares are reissued at a discount, because it is also practically viable, nobody will buy a share who is more than the par price after the reissue. Sorry, after the forfeiture. So if the forfeited shares are issued at a discount, the discount amount is debited to the forfeited share. So what will be the general entry? Reissue of shares. Let me just give a new heading: reissue of shares. Okay. And so we number one entry will be just a second. Number one entry will be like this. That is at the time of reissue. Just a second. For the glitches. At the time of reissue of the shares. The entry will be like this. Bank account debit. Then forfeiture share, forfeited share, forfeited share account, debit to share capital account. In this case, the bank account which will be debited is the original amount. This is when the shares are issued at a discount. This is the scenario when the shares are issued at a discount. Just let us take this example as well. That is the forfeited shares originally issued at rupees 10, called up value rupees 7, 5 paid and reissued at 6. Reissued at 6, that means bank account आ गया 1000 rupees into 6. Forfeited 1 rupee का डिस्काउंट है 1000 into 1. To the share capital 1000 multiplied by the total share capital, that is 7. जितने का pick called up. This share capital will be already called up capital. और अगर ये full paid up होगा तो फिर fully paid up capital. But in this case, it is the called up. Okay. Now we'll talk about the second scenario. That is when the shares are issued at a premium. Sorry, when the shares are issued at par. जब एक par आ रहा है तो forfeited share reissue at rupees 7. सात के थे, सात में रेश किए. In that case, the general entry will be bank account debit to share capital account. Okay, that means 1000 multiplied by 7 and 1000 multiplied by 7. This was the time when the shares are reissued at the par value. Now the third situation when the shares are reissued at a premium. In the case of the premium, the forfeited share reissued at A. Called up value 7 and the premium is rupees 1. Okay. What will be the adjustment in this? Same adjustment, but just we create a securities premium. बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट, टू शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट, टू सिक्योरिटीज के, मीनिंग रेशियो कितने पे हुआ है? 8 पे। दैट मीन्स 1000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 8 टू शेयर कैपिटल, 1000 multiplied by 7, and the remaining 1 rupee will go to the securities name. Okay, and this is how it will be done in both the three cases. Now, let us just talk about the final adjustments. Transfer of the balance in the forfeited shares. After reissuing the shares, any balance remaining with the forfeited shares amount representing the paid up amount that wasn't needed to cover the discount is transferred to the capital reserve. If there is, for example, at the time of the forfeiture, some more amount is showing, but not all the amount has been utilized in the share forfeiture, and at the reissue, that amount will be then transferred to the capital reserve, and the entry would be forfeited shares account to the capital reserve. For example, now let us just give it a headed transfer to capital reserve account. We'll now talk about the transferring the money to the capital reserve. Let us just take this scenario. That is, after reissuing 1000 forfeited shares at ₹6 each, the remaining balance of the forfeited shares account is 4,000. 5,000 initially credited and 1,000 used to cover the discount. Like we did. We covered 1 rupee discount and the share forfeiture amount was this. So हमको 5,000 रुपए शेयर फॉरफीचर के नाम पे मिले थे, जिसमें से 1,000 का हमने डिस्काउंट पे कर दिया, तो बचे 4,000. So ये 4,000 will be shown in the capital reserve account, and the entry will be forfeited shares account debit 1,000 multiplied by 2 capital reserve account, that is 1,000 multiplied by, and that's it. The amount will be transferred to the capital reserve, and this is how the transaction will be done. Now, what are the advantages of the forfeiture and reissue? First is the recovery of the unpaid amounts. The company can recover the unpaid call money through the reissue of the forfeited shares. Opportunity for the new investors. The new investors get an opportunity to buy the shares sometimes at a lower price. Disadvantages of the forfeiture and reissue. Dilution of the ownership. Reissuing the forfeited shares will dilute the ownership percentage of the existing shareholders. And then is the potential loss. If the shares are reissued at a significant discount, the company may incur a financial loss. In conclusion, the process of the forfeiture and reissue of the shares allow a company to manage the defaulting shareholders and recover the unpaid amounts effectively. By adhering to the structured procedure and the proper accounting practices, The companies can ensure the transparency and maintain the financial stability while providing the opportunities for the new investors. So in this video, we have learned about the forfeiture of the shares, reissue of the shares, and transferring of the money to the capital reserve. I hope you have liked the video and you have understood. Thank you so much.